The number of confirmed cases across the world quickly rises.
We all need to take steps to reduce close human contact.
You are not immune.
People should stay indoors and
Stay safe.
Look out yourself.
Hey guys, welcome back to the ApocaLICKse Chapter 2. And this is going to get a bit risque, because now we're going to get into groups of 9 in this new lick, and it sounds like this. We are still in the key of E minor / G major, and it starts on the 15th fret of the low E string. Again, it's groups of 9, and the picking pattern is really what drives this whole thing, so that is going to be the most important aspect of it. Right, upstroke on the 15th fret on the low E string. And then we hammer on to the 17th and hammer on to the 19th. Then we skip the A string and go to the 16th fret on the D string and pluck that with the middle finger. Then go back down to the E string, 19th fret with a downstroke. Then 17th fret with another downstroke on the A string, and then 16th fret on the D string again with a downstroke. So we have 1, 2, 3 downstrokes in a row, and we can play that as a sweep. And then the last two notes are hammer on the 17th fret of the D string and 19th fret of the D string. So once again, upstroke on the 15th, hammer on 17th, hammer on 19th. String skip to 16th fret on the D string, middle finger pluck. Downstroke on 19th on the low E string, then 17th on A downstroke and 16th on D downstroke. Hammer on the 17th of D and hammer on the 19th of D. And those are these groups of 9. Right, and now what we will be doing is sequence this upwards. So this started on the E string. Now this next one is going to start on the A string on that same 15th fret. So again, now starting from A, upstroke on the 15th fret, hammer on 17, hammer on 19. Then skipping a string, so now we are on the G string, middle finger pluck. Then 19th on the low E string again with a downstroke, sweeping to the 17th of D and sweeping to the 16th of G, and then hammering on the 17th and the 19th of that string. So those are the first two groups of 9. Now for the third one, this is going to be a little bit of a problem, because since we have a major third tuning between the G and B string instead of the fourth tuning that we had on those lower strings, now the pattern would slightly change. And if it would be the correct way to play it, we would be doing this. So that's awkward. So we'd have, in either way, we'd have a bar thing between the D and G strings. And I'd say it's playable, but it's certainly not enjoyable, and it would result in always fearing that third group of 9, just because it's more difficult and more challenging than the other two. So I thought, okay, does anybody really care if it's the correct way of sequencing this or not? And I certainly don't care as much. So I just decided to change the pattern and make it playable most of all. So now we start again with an upstroke from the D string, 16th fret, hammer on 17, hammer on 19. And then instead of going to the E, which would be the correct note, we go to the D on the 15th fret, and then play a sweep from the 19th of D to the 17th of G to the 15th of B. And then hammer on 15 and 19. Sorry. And now it works again, just like it should. And on the fourth group of 9, we're going to do the exact same thing. It's going to be 16 to 17 to 19. So upstroke on the 16, hammer on the 17, hammer on the 19th with G. And then skip the B, go to the 15 of the high E string, go back to the G string, 19 with a downstroke, 17 on the B string with a downstroke, and then 15 of the high E with a downstroke. And then finish it off with hammer on the 15 and hammer on the 17 of the high E. And I really wish that I could get all of those numbers right while explaining and talking and playing at the same time. It's actually quite difficult. So I hope I didn't mess up too much. So let's play all of those patterns slowly in a row. There you go. A little bit sloppy, so again. That was a little bit sloppy, so let's do it again. Well, there you go. These are our groups of 9, and I hope you can use that in your own playing sometime. And I will be seeing you in the next section, which will be having even more of those crazy passages. So I'll be seeing you there.